All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you on this video, I know that you're serious. All right, this is probably going to be one of the most transformative videos to really get into understanding how I find trades. Okay, so depending on what securities you trading, listen, patterns, understanding patterns, and understanding how it gives us traders a slight edge, is just unbelievable. Okay, so listen. If you in stocks, doing options and penny stocks, all the good stuff like that, you got to be able to read 10K summaries, all this product launch, blah, 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 all the other crazy stuff that you have to learn amongst other things. Whereas as a future trader like me or a forex trader, all we care about is patterns. Really, that's it. That's it. We're just looking for patterns. Remember, patterns is so magical because we use patterns for everything in life, right? We got DNA testing, right? We got fingerprints. Everything has patterns, right? And so to be a trader in the futures or forex market primarily, listen, I'm not worrying about no product launch. I could care less about the product launch, right? So and there's an equation that I like to use, and is C is equal or greater than A. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down. Okay, let's go to our annotation box, and we're gonna say C is equal or greater than A. All right, and this pattern, what I'm gonna show you is called really standard A, B, C pattern. And what I love about this pattern is the EMA. Remember, we talked about the chart, identifying the chart. We talked about that moving average is kind of like my leverage when I go into the market. All right, so I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it. Right, so there's another thing I want to talk about, and I talk about in my bootcamp training, which is called support and resistance. Thank you, Dr. DVD, which is my trading mentor. That one lesson alone changed my whole trading career. All right, so, but I'm going to show you this, okay? Real quick, I'm going to go into support and resistance, okay? Okay, so let's say this level was resistance. I can barely draw that up there. And then this level here was support. And I'm just going to explain it to you real quick, okay? A real simple analogy of support and resistance. As support is a level, just think about it if you was in a room. The floor is supporting you, right? That is the bottom level where it seemed like it can't go down any further, right? And then you got the roof, which is your resistance level, okay? Meaning that you could jump high, but that roof is going to let you know that this is where you stop, unless you have to break through, right? And it takes a lot of force to break through that roof, and it takes a lot of force to break through that support, which is the floor. Okay, so let's just look at those levels right now. Okay, this being support down here, meaning that we're pretty much at the bottom of that movement, okay? We're at the very bottom of that movement. So what we need to do now is see if we can break that level again. And it went up to the EMA. Remember, we used that as a level, as a gauge, and it came down, and it could not get down to that lower level. So support is sustaining itself. Okay. So now it's going to bounce back up again. It's going to come to that EMA again, right? You see it come to the EMA, and it could not beat that support level, right? So it's going to go back up again. Okay, so in the spirit of that, of what you just saw that going over there, okay, let's look at this. We're starting a new trend. So if we was to look at this, the first failure of the support level, it went back up again. Okay, so what I want you to look at is we're starting a new trend. Okay, this is the confirmation of a new trend. We're going in a different direction. We were going down, but now we're going back up. Okay, So let's clear that up real quick, and I'll show you how ABC works. After we confirmed the new trend, remember it came back down and touched the EMA, right? So now we want to see if it's going to go back up, which it did. Now, remember where it came from when we first confirmed that. When we start a new trend, that is called the A leg, okay? The A leg. Now that line that went down, right, look like an N, right? That line that went down, we call that the B leg. The B leg. It's not a pretty B, but it's a B leg, right? Or also known as the correction leg. So we talked about the A leg, we just talked about the B leg, and now the continuation of the trend, which is the C leg. And we know that C is going to be equal, this is the top of A, equal or greater than A. And as you can see, that's exactly what it did. This is the top of A. C surpassed A. So when we get to that EMA and we're looking for a chance for it to get into the market, we're going to get in right at that point, right? Because we already established that we're in the new trend, and we know that we can ride the price all the way up to that level, either equal to A or greater than A. All right, and we know we can get out that trade and take all that profit in between. Okay, so let me clear up that chart real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back up there, the ABC, right? So what we're looking for is, boom. Oh, let me go back to this line. What we're looking for is that we're starting a new trend. There go the failure line. There go A. Make it a little bit more prettier than that. B is that correction leg. And then C is the money leg, okay? And that's what we call the cash leg, okay? The cash leg. And you can see this pattern happen multiple times. Look at this. This came down here to the EMA, boom, and this is the A. We can look at that being the A leg. A came and touched the EMA, that's the B leg, and then C is going to be equal or greater than A, all right, and that's C leg. So C is equal or greater than A. All right, so that's the formula. That's exactly what I use every time I get into the market, right? And it works inversely the same going down. Okay, so we can look at the market as it was going down. You can see the kind of the same pattern. All right, and doing that is really going to get you in the mindset of how you have the slight edge. You don't have to be smart to read a report. Some of you guys don't even like to read. I get it, right? I get it completely. So you don't have to be bogged down with any of that stuff right there. But this just gives you an example exactly how we get the slight edge when we come into the market, understanding the power of understanding the patterns in the market. And I don't care what security you look at, it is going to have ABC, support and resistance. All right, guys, I hope you find a lot of value in this video. This was one of those informations that have been very transformative for me in my trading career. So hopefully this take you to that next level, and I will see you in the next lesson. All right, guys, love you. See you later. Bye-bye.